Blood Meridian is a dark and haunting masterpiece by Cormac McCarthy that erases the boundaries between historical fiction and philosophical epic. Set in the mid-19th century American West along the U.S. Mexico border, it delivers a harrowing portrait of humanity's limitless capacity for violence. Violence that is portrayed not as a tool, but as an inherent, almost sacred force in human nature. Key characters. 1. The Kid, the novel's protagonist, or perhaps antihero, a runaway teenager who drifts through the unforgiving West. He is largely silent and passive, more an observer of the chaos than a heroic actor in it. 2. Judge Holden, a legendary, monstrous, yet deeply intelligent figure who dominates the novel. Towering, hairless, and terrifying, he is a master of philosophy, science, art, and war. He represents the eternal, inescapable nature of human violence and insists that war is the ultimate truth of existence. 3. Captain Glanton, leader of the scalp-hunting gang. Ambitious and merciless, his hunger for power and wealth drives the group into ever greater atrocities. 4. The Glanton Gang, a band of ruthless men who hunt Native Americans for bounty, but quickly extend their slaughter to Mexicans, settlers, and anyone unfortunate enough to cross their path. Summary and major events. The beginning, a flight into violence. The story begins with the Kid, a teenage runaway who leaves home to wander the borderlands. From the start, his life is steeped in violence, bar fights, gunfire, and chance encounters that lead him deeper into a world with no moral boundaries. The encounter with Judge Holden. One of the most unforgettable moments is the Kid's first meeting with Judge Holden, a gigantic, bald, pale man whose presence feels almost supernatural. Holden delivers chilling discourses on war, human nature, and the futility of peace. He insists that war is not an accident of history, but the very essence of humanity. Joining the Glanton Gang. The Kid joins Captain Glanton's scalp-hunting expedition. Officially, their mission is to kill hostile Native Americans for bounty paid by the Mexican government, but quickly the line between enemy and victim disappears. The gang slaughters entire villages, men, women, and children, whether they are a threat or not. The spiral of atrocity. As the journey continues, McCarthy presents a relentless series of horrors. Burned-out settlements, rivers running red with blood, deserts littered with corpses. His prose is at once poetic and merciless, creating a chilling contrast between the beauty of the language and the brutality of the images. Holden's philosophy of war. Holden's monologues form the philosophical backbone of the novel. He argues that all beings are born to fight, and that even in art, science, and love, war's shadow is always present. For Holden, violence is not a deviation from human nature, it is human nature. Collapse and betrayal. The Glanton Gang ultimately turns on itself. Greed, paranoia, and betrayal tear them apart. Glanton is killed and the survivors scatter. The Kid, now older and more weathered, tries to leave his violent past behind, but finds himself drawn back into Holden's orbit. The ambiguous, haunting ending. In the book's final, mysterious scene, the Kid, now a grown man, meets Judge Holden in a public place. What happens next is left deliberately unclear, but the implications are grim. Holden kills him. Yet Holden remains, dancing and proclaiming his immortality, the eternal embodiment of human violence. Central message. Blood Meridian offers a merciless vision of America's westward expansion, in which there are no heroes, only predators. McCarthy suggests that civilization itself is built upon the bones of its victims, and that the line between civilized and savage is an illusion. The ultimate message. When betrayal, greed, and violence have no limits, they destroy not just individuals but entire generations and civilizations.